WrestleMania 41's main event is the most anticipated clash in years. Cody Rhodes, having cemented himself as the face of WWE, walks into the match as the undisputed WWE champion. However, the challenge ahead is unlike anything he's ever faced. John Cena, but not the Cena of old. This is a version of Cena that the WWE universe never thought they'd see. A ruthless, self-absorbed, win-at-all-costs villain who has spent the past year dismantling every fan-favorite superstar in his path. Cena's transformation began after failing to win a major title in years, leading him to embrace his Hollywood persona and turn against the very fans that once adored him. John Cena's career in WWE has been nothing short of legendary. From his debut in 2002 to his most recent shocking heel turn, he has remained one of the most decorated and influential superstars in the company's history. If WWE wants to give Cena the most fitting farewell possible, they need to execute a final storyline that ensures he departs at the absolute pinnacle of the industry. The best way to do that is to end his career with a championship run that cements his legacy, enhances younger stars, and delivers the emotional weight necessary for a true passing of the torch moment. For Cena's final run, WWE should have him win the WWE Championship in a highly emotional match at WrestleMania, preferably against Cody Rhodes, since their rivalry has already been set in motion. This victory should be portrayed as the culmination of his entire journey, with Cena surpassing Ric Flair's record by winning his 17th world title. However, the way he achieves this must reflect his new heel persona. Instead of the valiant underdog who overcomes adversity, Cena should embrace his ruthless, win-at-all-costs mentality. His victory should come under controversial circumstances, perhaps utilizing interference from The Rock, his newfound ally. Once Cena has captured the championship, the next few months should see him as a dominant, arrogant champion, reveling in the power that comes with being at the top. He should become a special attraction, defending the title sparingly, only when it suits him, and manipulating the system to stay champion. Cena should use his industry clout to keep himself positioned above the rest, refusing to face challengers he deems unworthy. This would lead to growing resentment in the locker room and among fans, building the perfect scenario for a massive payoff when someone finally dethrones him. Cena's reign should last at least 6 months, with him facing a variety of opponents who attempt to bring him down. WWE should book rising stars like LA Knight, Gunther, and Jey Uso as challengers, each coming close but ultimately failing due to Cena's veteran tactics and underhanded schemes. With each defense, Cena's grip on the championship should become tighter, making it seem almost impossible to take the title away from him. This slow build would create an insurmountable mountain for the eventual babyface challenger to climb. Throughout his reign, Cena should increasingly justify his actions by claiming that he has carried WWE on his back for years and deserves to leave on his own terms. His promos should reflect a self-righteous perspective, claiming that he has given more to WWE than anyone, and that no one else is worthy enough to take the championship from him. He could even adopt a more Hollywood-inspired persona, mirroring his real-life transition into acting, further frustrating fans who see him as someone who has abandoned WWE for greater fame and fortune. As Cena nears the end of his reign, WWE should introduce a major angle in which a rising superstar is positioned as the one to finally bring him down. This should be someone who represents the future of the company, possibly Cody Rhodes, if he has recovered from his WrestleMania loss and worked his way back up, or an emerging name like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, or even someone unexpected who catches fire with the audience. Whoever it is, WWE should take its time building this individual, ensuring that when they finally challenge Cena, the moment feels like the biggest match of the year. The ideal setting for Cena's final match should be WrestleMania the following year. WWE should build this match as Cena's ultimate test, hyping it up as the final chapter of his legendary career. In the weeks leading up to the event, Cena should grow increasingly desperate, cutting more intense promos where he acknowledges his legacy is on the line. This desperation should lead him to rely on even more questionable tactics to try and ensure his victory. However, unlike his previous matches, this time, his opponent should be prepared for everything he throws at them. The match itself should be an emotional roller coaster, filled with callbacks to Cena's greatest moments. He should kick out of finishers that no one else has survived, and he should deliver some of his own iconic moves in a way that reminds fans why he was once their hero. But as the match progresses, Cena should realize that his time is running out. The more he fights, the more evident it becomes that he is no longer the indestructible force he once was. The finishing sequence should be dramatic. Cena, desperate to retain the title, should attempt to use every trick in the book: low blows, foreign objects, and outside interference from any remaining allies. But in a poetic moment, his challenger should overcome every obstacle, proving that they are truly the future of WWE. In the final moments, Cena should attempt one last attitude adjustment, only for his opponent to counter it into their finisher and secure the victory. The crowd should erupt as the new champion stands tall, signifying the official passing of the torch. Following his loss, Cena should remain in the ring for several minutes, soaking in the moment. Unlike past farewells where wrestlers give a long speech, Cena should exit the ring silently, leaving his wristbands and hat in the center before walking up the ramp one last time. This subtle, symbolic exit would allow fans to process the gravity of the moment without it being overshadowed by excessive theatrics. The next night on Raw, Cena should come out for a final promo where he acknowledges his career, his mistakes, and his love for the industry. He should admit that while he wanted to leave on top, he now understands that his time has passed. In a rare moment of humility, he should endorse his conqueror, giving them his seal of approval before officially announcing his retirement. WWE could then have a farewell segment with appearances from legends like The Undertaker, Triple H, and even Vince McMahon, paying tribute to Cena's career while allowing him to ride off into the sunset on his own terms. This conclusion would not only give Cena the proper send-off, but also set up the future of WWE in a powerful way. By using his final run to elevate a new star and tell a compelling, full-circle story, WWE would ensure that Cena's legacy remains intact while also paving the way for the next generation. Ending his career with the championship would solidify him as one of the greatest of all time, while his eventual defeat would become one of the defining moments of modern WWE history. In the months following his retirement, Cena should remain absent from WWE programming to allow the new champion to establish themselves. However, a Hall of Fame induction the following year would be the perfect opportunity to officially close the book on his career. At the ceremony, Cena could reflect on his journey, acknowledge his heel turn as one of the most challenging decisions of his career, and express gratitude to the fans who supported him throughout the years. Cena's farewell should be carefully crafted to avoid the pitfalls that have plagued many wrestling retirements. WWE must resist the temptation to bring him back for unnecessary matches or nostalgic appearances. His retirement should be treated as final, preserving the integrity of his send-off. If Cena ever returns to WWE, it should only be in non-wrestling roles, such as a special guest referee, mentor figure, or even a future authority figure. As the bell rings, Cena immediately plays mind games. He avoids the initial lockup, stepping outside the ring with a smirk. Cody, visibly frustrated, charges after him, but Cena rolls back inside, forcing Cody to follow, only to immediately stomp him down and gain the upper hand. Cena works aggressively, targeting Cody's previously injured ribs, landing stiff strikes and deliberate, punishing holds. Unlike the traditional 5-move Cena, this version shows off a brutal technical side, utilizing submission holds and calculated power moves that wear Cody down. Cena keeps taunting the crowd, sneering at the audience as they chant, "You sold out." He doesn't care. If anything, he revels in it. He hits a thunderous attitude adjustment early, but instead of going for the pin, he lifts Cody up again, nailing another. But he still doesn't cover him. He shakes his head, as if to say, it's not enough punishment yet. Cody, resilient as ever, claws back into the match. He counters a third AA, landing a disaster kick followed by a Cody cutter. The crowd roars as he signals for crossroads. He lifts Cena, spins him, and Cena counters into an STF out of nowhere. Cody struggles, the pain etched on his face. The crowd is on their feet, willing him to the ropes. Cena cinches it in tighter, screaming, "Tap out! I run this place!" But Cody, using every ounce of his strength, drags himself to the ropes. Cena, furious, refuses to let go until the referee counts to 4. He argues with the official before stepping back, only to stomp Cody repeatedly, showing no remorse. The match continues with near falls, each man countering the other in dramatic fashion. Cena tries another AA, but Cody flips out of it and lands crossroads. He rolls over, lifts Cena, hits a second. He goes for a third, but Cena desperately thumbs Cody in the eye, drawing massive heat from the crowd. That's when The Rock's music hits. The stadium erupts. Cena, looking more annoyed than shocked, turns to face the stage as The Rock storms out. The two icons lock eyes, the tension palpable. Rock, dressed in his signature all-black, doesn't move a muscle, just glaring at Cena from the ramp. Cena, trying to play it cool, smirks and gestures for Rock to enter the ring, but Rock shakes his head, signaling that he's just here to watch. The distraction gives Cody time to recover. As Cena turns back, Cody leaps up, bionic elbow. The crowd explodes. Cody lifts Cena and plants him with crossroads again. This time, no distractions, no delays. He hooks the leg. 1, 2. Cena kicks out. Cody can't believe it. He shakes his head in frustration. He lifts Cena for another, but Cena shoves him into the referee, knocking the official out cold. Cena, realizing the opportunity, rolls out of the ring and grabs a chair. The crowd boos relentlessly. He slides back in and lines Cody up, but before he can swing, The Rock steps into the ring. The audience is deafening. Cena freezes, chair still raised. Rock and Cena, face to face in the ring. The history between them is undeniable. Cena lifts the chair slightly, but Rock shakes his head, daring him to try it. The tension lingers for what feels like forever. Then, in a shocking move, Rock turns and lays out Cody with a rock bottom. The audience gasps. Cena, stunned, looks down at Cody and then back at Rock. The arena is in stunned silence. Cena, victorious, smirks as he stands over Cody's motionless body. The Rock, standing at the entrance ramp, nods approvingly before walking backstage. Cena, basking in the boos, slowly raises the championship over his head. Cody's fans are heartbroken. The dream of him walking out of WrestleMania as champion is shattered. But more importantly, why did The Rock betray him? And what does this mean for Cena and Rock's relationship moving forward? The show fades to black, leaving more questions than answers, ensuring that the aftermath will be one of the most talked about stories in wrestling history. Ultimately, Cena's career should conclude with the same level of grandeur that defined his tenure in WWE. By allowing him to achieve his final championship victory before passing the torch in an unforgettable WrestleMania main event, WWE would not only honor his contributions but also create a lasting moment that future generations will look back on as one of the greatest endings in wrestling history.